We are
Our
Dave
friend
and
is
Gabriela
Michelle
Daughtry
Lee.
from San Diego, California.
Jeff and I, we are at the
And
Malaysia
you guys are our
for
family.
the convention. Yeah.
We love you all.
Later, Jeff will go on the
Okay,
stage to have a
so,
talk. But now
ladies,
we
can
welcome
you
David
please
Daughtry. This
stand up?
his
All
beautiful
ladies.
wife.
Ladies, stand
David,
up, please.
have a talk right now. Let's listen to them, please.
I am so proud of you. Did you know we make about 80% of network marketing? Yes. We know it, right? We know how to do business. Well, I want you to repeat after me. Because I want you to take this to heart. Because you guys are powerful. And I believe if you use this and believe in it, it will bring you much success. So repeat after me. Deep down, you know. Let's start over, sorry. Deep down, I know.
Deep down, I know
Exactly what I'm capable of. There's even moments where I get a glimpse of all the potential I have. I can get there. And I will get there. I have to be willing to sacrifice the habits, things, and situations that are standing in the way of my success.
Standing in the way of my success.
My dreams are worth it.
My dreams are worth it.
So please, if you can remember, write this down somewhere in your dream book. Somewhere you can repeat it to yourself daily. I love you very much, and our dreams are worth it. Our family's worth it. Our goals are worth it. You need to write down your goals. You have to write down your goals because they're the roadmap to your success. I don't believe any platinums here haven't done that before. I know that they have done. That's what I meant to say. I know that they have done that, and I believe that anyone that joins our great company for life has done that. I'm thankful for David and Bianca Lisenby because they believed in us. They believed in all of us. And we're taking our business to an amazing level worldwide. We have, 25 offices worldwide? So we can have a business anywhere in the world where we have a corporate office and presence. You can sit down now. Thank you so much. You guys are my sisters. I love you very much. And you brothers too. And now I want to introduce my gorgeous husband. Yeah, he is, huh? Please give a hand to Platinum International Dave Daughtry.
Thank you. Good morning, For Life Malaysia. I want to share with you a simple message tonight. Last month, October 2019, marked 21 years that Gabby and I have been involved with For Life. 21 years! Amazing. We have 2 kids that were born in For Life of the 5 that we have. And it has changed our life dramatically. So what I want to talk to you tonight about is if you want to succeed, if you really have that desire to be successful, if you really have that desire to be financially independent, then you must become more. Did you know that 9 out of 10 people that ever win a lottery, they buy a lottery ticket, 9 out of 10 people that win either end up committing suicide or they end up being more broke after than they were before. Because in order to earn more, you have to become more. How do you become more? I want to challenge every one of you, give you a challenge. Do not ever underestimate the power of planting a seed. Every time you share the For Life opportunity or the For Life products, you're offering hope to somebody. You're giving them hope. Hope to live a healthy life. Hope to possibly achieve financial independence. You never know what's going to happen when you plant the seed. Every one of you that's here today is here because someone planted a seed within you. So if you want to become more, you must work on one simple thing. And this is what I did when I joined For Life. I practiced in the mirror. I practiced my message. When I plant a seed with somebody, I'm giving them a message. What is your message? When you meet somebody, whether you're in line at a bank, or you're sitting next to somebody on an airplane because you're flying somewhere, or even on a bus somewhere, plant that seed. Imagine what would happen if every one of us in this room went out this coming week and we all planted one seed a day from Monday to Friday, 5 days this week. If every one of us planted one seed a day by delivering our message of hope, our message of For Life with somebody, do you think we would grow?
Yes.
Of course we would. Practice your message. Practice with your spouse. Practice with your kids. Practice on your dog or your cat. All right? Just practice delivering your message. And I can promise you this. The more seeds you plant, the more messages you deliver, the more you will become. As I stood out here and watched, especially the young ladies coming up on stage that became new international diamonds or international diamonds 100K, ask yourself a simple question. Have you learned something? Have you changed a little bit? Have you grown because of this business? Of course you have. This business will change you. It will turn you into a very, very skilled, successful person if you let it. But keep planting those seeds. I want to finish by telling you a story. This is part of, when I talk to people, it's all about my message, okay? This story, some of you have heard before, but it's one of my favorite stories. This old man became a billionaire one day, and he lived in the state of Texas in the USA. When he became a billionaire, he did it in the oil industry. He had oil wells in Texas. When he became a billionaire, he decided to throw a big party in his mansion. So he invited all of his family, friends, neighbors, everybody he knew. He invited to his big, beautiful mansion to have a party. Well, they all showed up the night of the party. And they're inside his mansion, and they're mingling, and they're drinking, and having a good time, laughing. And the old man stands up, and he says, everybody, listen up. Let's go out into the back of the house. There's a beautiful garden out there. It's a full moon. The stars are out. It's a beautiful night. Let's all go out the back. Everybody moves out to the backyard behind the house now. And they're outside under the moon and the stars, and they're talking and mingling. And the old man says to everyone, hey everybody, come on over by the swimming pool. And they walk over to the swimming pool, and the light turns on. And they look at the pool, and they realize the pool is full of crocodiles. Y'all know what crocodiles are, right? The pool's full of crocodiles. So the old man looks at everyone and says, okay, the first person that can swim across that there pool full of them there crocodiles, if you can make it across alive, I'll give you one of three things. I will give you $1 million in cash, or I'll give you one of my oil wells, or if you're a man, I'll give you my daughter's hand in marriage, and you can have everything. And all of a sudden you hear a splash, and there's a guy in the water. And he starts swimming like crazy, and water's flying all over the place. The crocodiles start chasing him. They're just about to tear off his arms and his legs. He gets to the other side, pushes himself out. He's huffing and puffing. His face is all red. And the old man looks at him and says, I don't believe it. You did it. What do you want? Do you want $1 million? And the man says, no. You want one of my oil wells. The man says, no. You want my daughter's hand in marriage. And the man says, no. I just want to know who the idiot is that pushed me in the pool. So here's my point. Every one of you are here tonight because somebody pushed you in the For Life pool. Here we are. We're all in the pool.
Yeah.
Now, I ask you a simple question. In real life, does everybody know how to swim? No. There's many of you here that don't know how to swim. But can you learn to swim? Just like you can learn this business. So the pool represents our opportunity. Anybody can learn to do it. You can learn. All right? Number 2, the crocodiles. Those are the negative people out there. They want to tear off your arms and legs. If the man in the pool had stopped to pay attention to the crocodiles, what would have happened to him? He would have died. So he stayed focused on his destination. For all of you, your destination is Platinum International Diamond. That's your destination. So you keep swimming. You stay focused. And when you get to the other side, like these great leaders right here, you don't walk away from everybody and say goodbye. Just like Jace Kim was saying, you love your people. You turn around and you help as many people get across that For Life pool as you can. So let's all go out there, let's plant seeds and teach people how to swim in this For Life pool that we're all in and help people get to the other side and become Platinum International Diamonds. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, Dave, thank you very much for the inspiring sharing session. Ladies and gentlemen, I think all of you have sat down throughout the entire evening, and I think it's time for you to rise up and stretch those limbs and muscles. It's almost 11 o'clock. I think it's not time to go home yet. In fact, we've only just begun. The night is still young. In fact, coming on stage, I'd like to introduce to you something special. Before we bring on the final sharing session, we have something planned for you, a little surprise. A few of our distributors, our For Life distributors, got together, created a group called For Life Fit and Fabulous. And they have put on a great show. They practiced really hard to put on a great show for each and every one of you here today. And I want all 1,000 over of you to be upstanding on your feet, to dance along to the Zumba dance that is coming on stage right now. Please put your hands together for the For Life Fit and Fabulous.
Together, right? Are you ready?
What an amazing performance. We know you had to take time off to practice, to coordinate your outfits. And we thank you very much for putting on a good show. And thank you to all of you who participated. That is how you lose the calories that you gained during dinner just now. Well done, you just lost 300 calories from the dessert. What an amazing performance. We don't even have to hire outsiders because they're as good as professionals.
Daisy, actually,
Thank you very much. Thank you, Fit and Fabulous. Thank you, Sherman.
special talk.
And this is how you do it on a
大家好，我是
Saturday
小
night.
李琦安，我们现在在马来西亚在这个国来福州举办的这个
All right.
活动。
Now that we are
最
all
后一个节目就是我的
energized,
老公亲爱
it's
的
time
老
for
公
me to
这边上
introduce
台
our
演讲，
final
所以我们现在欢
sharing
迎他。
session of Platinum International Diamonds. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Jeff and Michelle Al-Gilbert.
Okay. You ready for this one? Are you still with us?
Yes!
Is it past your bedtime? Yes! Let's see. It's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah!
I have a question for you. You leaders in Malaysia, are you ready to rise? Yes! No, I mean, are you really ready to rise? Let's see who's stronger in this room. Over here. Are you ready to rise? Yeah! Oh, that's strong. Are you ready to rise over here? I don't know. It's a toss-up. Okay, I'll let you guys fight it out when this is over. It's great to be here in Malaysia. Man, this journey, like Sherry talked about and Akron and them talked about earlier, began many years ago. Why am I here? Why do I come back? I've been 21 years in this business. Dave Daughtry too, 21 years. Why are we still doing it? Someone say, well, because you're making a lot of money, man. No. We could stay home and make a lot of money. I have a lot of people asking me that, even in third-party events, when I go to Eric Worre, Ray Higdon's events, they say, why don't you just stay home and just, collect your check and invest it in the stock market and live your life? I'll tell you why. Because it's selfish. It's selfish. We have to give back to those who helped get us where we are. That's what I believe. It's a strong core belief. I had to help you get to where I am. Do you want to come? How bad do you want it? Do you really want to rise, or do you want to live a mediocre life? Don't let the music in you die. How many people go to the grave and it never happens? They never live their potential. They came here, they got on the hamster wheel, and that's all they did was spin and run, spin and run. They just got by. Is that what you want? Do you just want to get by? Or do you want to have an incredible life? Do you want it? Yes! So then you gotta rise. That means you gotta become more than what you are. You gotta find your potential. Most human beings never do. They just come here, live out 60, 70, 80 years, and they're gone. They're gone, and that's it. But what did they leave behind? Did they have legacy? Did they impact lives? Before you can have income, you have got to have impact. That is, impact those people around you. And that's what I want you to do, friends. I want you to become more than what you are. I want you to rise. Now, for those of you that are new, don't come up with these excuses that you can't, or you're finding your reasons in your mind why you cannot become more than what you are. You can't do more than what you are. You can't be more than what you have been. Don't come up with those stories. I started in this business broke. I had no money. I had a good excuse. I didn't have to do this. I could have just settled for the excuse. But I didn't. I sold a junk truck for $200. I mean $400 actually. I put $200 in my business. $200. Today my business does over $200 million a year. That's right. Some months it hits at $20 million a month. My team does more business than most network marketing companies. Think about it. And I started it by selling a junk truck. I did not want to sell myself out for an excuse. I wanted to rise. And I still want to rise because you know what? There may not be any more ranks in For Life that I can hit, but by God, I'm going to hit more levels. And I want to go to another level. And that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to hit some levels before you hit the next rank. And that means in your personal growth. Dave Daughtry talked about that. Do you want more?
Yes. Yes.
Then you have to do more.
Yes.
Then you have to become more.
Yes.
And that's the thing, friends. For those of you that have been in this business for years, some of you went into success coma. Yeah, success coma. That means, hey man, the money's good, man. $50,000 a month. Hey, that's not bad. That's pretty good. 20,000. Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, I think I'm gonna go to the beach. Hey, baby, let's go to the mall too. And hey, yeah, let's go out and let's go, car shop and all that. And next thing you know, 1 month goes by, 2 months go by. Nobody's hearing from you. You're not posting on your Facebook page, your Instagram page. I mean, you're not even on the freaking radar. Downline's going, wow, man, they just disappeared. Well, I guess I'll go to the beach too. I don't have the money he's got, but I'm going to the beach. And then everybody goes, there's nothing wrong with going to the beach. But when we disappear from our business, I'm telling you, we shoot our own foot. We ruin ourselves. If we do that too often, we're not showing up. We're not providing leadership. We aren't rising. We aren't showing our team that we're still growing. We're still becoming more. We're not talking about the seminars Sherry Den talked about. She went to an Instagram seminar. I am very proud of Sherry Den. Because I've talked to her so much about the importance of social media and how to use it. But I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Are you sharing your growth? Are you acting out your growth? Is your team seeing how your growth is affecting your leadership? How is it affecting them? Because then they're going to act out your growth. They're going to rise. They're going to get better. When they get better, you're going to get greater. That's what it's all about. I don't want to see 1,000 people here next year. I want to see 10,000 here next year. Do you?
Yeah.
And that's what it's going to take, friends. You're going to have to go to a place you haven't been. And for those you leaders out there that have been to that place, it's time that you take them there. Are you ready to do it? Are you ready to take your leaders to a place that they haven't been? They haven't been an international diamond. They haven't been a gold international diamond. I'm telling you, tonight, I want to see you declare yourself.
Yes.
I want you to fire yourself, rehire yourself, re-sign back up tonight, and come in this with some piss and vinegar. That's what we say in the South. In other words, I want you to get angry and go to work. Kick yourself in the butt. Kick yourself out your front door, your car door, and just go for it. Lose your mind. Have some fun. That's what I did my first 90 days in For Life 21 years ago. That's what I did in 90 days. From my home, I built a new team of 800 people. 800 people. So I had no money, sold a junk truck, had no downline to bring over, had to start all over again. And in 90 days, I had 800 people. I hit the top rank of the company. I was the first morning till I faint. I'm telling you, friends, it changed my life. And my story has affected a lot of people and a lot of other companies. I published my book, Reaching the Peak, July this year. On July 4th, it went #1 on Amazon 2 days after its release. 2 days after its release. I have people reaching out to me from other companies saying, man, your book inspired us. Would you do conference calls, Zoom calls? They're asking me for speaking engagements. Eric Worre asked me to come to his GoPro Mastery to speak and train on social media. He says, I'm looking for somebody over 40. I said, well, since I'm 40, I agree. I'm 63, okay? But I'm telling you, and then Ray Hicken, he asked me to come out and speak. I'm telling you, friends, my For Life story has touched many, many leaders throughout this world and other companies. And think about it, friends. Who's heard of us? We're still a small fish. Look what you have. When we become a known company, what are you going to look like? Are you going to look like a person that just, I really just didn't have time for it? Or are you going to be a person that says, hey, it was time to rise and I'm glad I did. I'm a Platinum International Diamond, finally. Is that going to be you?
Yes!
So this is what I want you to do. For those of you that have been in for years, ask yourself these questions. What are your goals for the rest of this year? And don't think just because in December nobody's going to join you, get involved in your business. I signed up with Dave Daughtry in December. I want you to think about this. What are you going to do with the rest of this year? You have November. You have December. They have doubled the builder bonus. Double it. Do we get that? What are you going to do with your time? What about your schedules? What are the leaders? When you look into your team, and let's forget these pins, okay? We are servant leaders. So don't, I'm Platinum International Diamond. I don't work with people. People I know. I just speak at conventions. Yeah. No, get rid of the ego. We are servant leaders. That's how we got where we were. That's how we got here by serving people. Then we developed egos. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Let's go back to that. Let's put the apron on. Let's go back to serving. I'm not saying do it for him. I'm saying show up for those that are reaching out. They're reaching out of darkness, and you're in the light. Pull them into the light. Be the leader you were meant to be. Declare yourself. It's time to rise. It's time to go back and do it the way you did it. Ask yourself, how did you do it back then? How did you get to International Diamond? How did you get to gold? How did you get to platinum? Think about those memories. How did you do it? And why aren't you doing it now? I'm not saying you're all not doing it, but some of you are not. Think about it. And look, it's okay to take breaks. I'm not talking about that. But when we're on a permanent vacation, that's not healthy, friends. You will destroy your income. It's time to rise. It's time to be different. Let's declare ourselves. Let's be the person we were when we signed up and we worked hard and we hit those rank positions. Let's be that same person. So I can't hit another rank. Now I'm working with my wife. I promise you by convention, she will be a Platinum International Diamond. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. Why? Because I want to do it again. I love this. I love setting goals. I love helping people. I love seeing people achieve success, have their dreams come true. It's a passion of mine. That's what I'm living for. It's not about the money. It's not about what this does. I'm not doing it for me. It's not helping me get to a new rank, but it's helping me get to another level in my life. A contribution. Going from success to significance. Man, is that a journey. And I hope you take it with me. And I hope you rise. It's been fun being here.
Yes!
It's good enough for Jam! And let's give all of us Platinum International Diamonds a big round of applause for sharing with us today. All of our Platinum International Diamonds. imparting such great advice, true experiences, inspiration to each and every one of us here today. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've almost come to the end. We're not at the end yet. But first, to say a few words of closing, I'd like to welcome back on stage Steve Apple. Come on up, Steve.
Want to say thank you. Want to say goodbye. We are the one. Next year, I hope you can.
That was a great attitude. You're okay.
我们下次有机会再为你介绍更精彩的
I'm excited to be here with you
节目
tonight.
OK，拜拜。